How's everybody doing tonight? How's everybody doing? Woo! Be here. Thank you. As if you had a choice. Most of you were harassed by my text messages. Thank you for showing up. I appreciate it. My name is Arman, for those of you that don't know me. And I'm recovering from a cold. I got sick a few weeks ago, so I'm recovering. So if you drink from my cup, haha, joke's on you, you're going to get sick. When I was sick, though, I ended up looking some material up online. Now, that's the worst thing you can do when you're sick, is to look up your symptoms online. So I type it into Google, and the first search is WebMD. WebMD is the most pessimistic website on the planet. That is not a good choice for me to click on it. So I put in my symptoms. All right. Now, WebMD is kind of like that friend that tells you information you don't want to hear. You come home one day and you're like, you know what? Great news, I got a promotion. Your friend's like, that's great news and all. There was a baby that got run over by tracks earlier today. So before you celebrate, think about that, okay? I'm just throwing it out there. Or you come home, you're like, hey, I'm feeling good. I just went to the gym. Feeling pumped, feeling awesome. They gotta bring up like 3 years ago to this day, my ex-girlfriend broke up with me. So we can celebrate what you have, but just remember there's a depressing time period associated with this day. That's what WebMD does. So I look it up. So I put in my symptoms. I got a sore throat, a cough, you know, hoarseness in my voice. And it pulls up a list of different things it could be. Now the first ones aren't too bad. It's like you may have allergies. All right, maybe. You have a cold. You have a sore throat. Maybe strep throat. Get a little more severe. Tonsillitis. Last one, throat cancer. And it lists everything that's associated with throat cancer. And everything that I had was associated with that list. It's like you have a sore throat, yeah. Your voice is a little weird, yeah. Do you cough up blood? I could. I don't know. Maybe. Not yet, so far. It keeps going, and it's like, well, you may have throat cancer. Alert your doctor within 30 minutes of these symptoms. It's been 3 days. Not off to a good start. It lists later, tell hi to your loved ones, spend the rest of the remaining moments of your life with them, because we don't know how much longer that will be. It's WebMD, that's what they do. And then at the end there's an ad. It's like, are you going to live till the age of 25? Well, out of this rate, I don't know. I'm dying. And while I was sick, I was lucky to catch my favorite show. I love The Price is Right. Anybody watch Price is Right here? So you guys, like us and senior citizens, the only people that watch that show. I know that's true because the commercials during Price is Right is like AARP or what has your Medicaid done for you today? So I was watching Price is Right. I love that show. I love everything about it. Everything. Down from when they call the person down to the stage and they have the 5 podiums and they're bidding on these guitars that nobody else really cares for. I love it when a woman is like, or a guy is like, I'm going to bid 300, Drew. And then the person immediately next to them, I'm going to bid 301. That's right. Yeah, what are you going to do about it? It's kind of like the Thug Life music starts turning on. Yeah, I'm just waiting. In the 30 years of Price is Right, this has never happened. I'm just waiting for the woman just to deck that person in the face. Okay? That's just a dick move. You don't do that. And then they get up on stage, and we know everybody is waiting for that new car. Nobody cares about anything else, but they're waiting for that new car. So Drew announces it's like, it's a new car. Now you know it's the most basic model when they're announcing things that only basic cars have. So it's like, this new Mini Cooper S with headlights, taillights, windows, and door locks. Optional with a steering wheel, and guess what? It has a radio. I was watching the show, and hand to God, they said that this car comes with armrests. Is any car after 1945 come without armrests? Is anybody sitting in a car, I should have gotten that package. Maybe the steering wheel package too, but I didn't want to fork out that extra money. And then they get to that giant Wheel of Fortune machine thing. And this is like their inauguration speech. This is where they thank everybody that's helped them get to where they are. And they start rolling it out, and Drew's like, hey, would you like to say hi to anybody? So he gives him the microphone. Yeah, I'd like to thank beep, 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 beep. My mother, my brother, my sister, my father, my mailman's cousin Patrice's 6.5 kids, my 4th grade elementary school teacher, my 5th grade PE teacher, my mother's brother's grandfather's son's children's friends, kid. Thank you. Thank you. Is there somebody like that's watching the television show like, that son of a bitch didn't tell me a hello? I see how it is, yeah. When I made you climb the rope back in middle school, that meant nothing to you? It's horrible. And they finally get to the showcase showdown, where they have the 2 showcases and they bid on whatever they want. And I love it when it never matches the person that's actually bidding. So they have the guy, it's like a 30-year-old dude up there, And he opens it up and it's going through the showcase and it's like, there's this bread maker. He's like, I don't bake bread, that doesn't apply to me. We have this lingerie from Victoria's Secret. No, that doesn't apply, I don't get it. Keeps going, it's like a vacation to Mesa, Arizona. I'm from Mesa, Arizona, that's not a vacation. And 2 jet skis. I live in the desert, what am I gonna do with this? He's like, I'm gonna pass on the woman. It's an 80-year-old grandma. What is she gonna do with 2 jet skis, some sexy lingerie, and a trip to Mesa, Arizona? Okay? She doesn't even know what that is. She's like, $700,000? I don't know. How much does that cost? I hate it. I love it, but I hate it. And I watch, when I was sick, I watched WWE wrestling. It's one of my favorite pastimes. I love watching it for the facts, of course, how it's really true, and that's how fighting is. I love it because the people who are on stage are completely oblivious to the fact that they're insulting people that are working with them in the same building. So they have a guy up there I was watching, he's like, Mark Henry's fat, he sucks, he's a piece of crap. And all of a sudden, Mark Henry comes out, okay? That's like kind of when, if you work at a department store and you're on the PA, and you're like, Carl from the men's department sucks, he's a piece of crap. And all of a sudden, Carl walks into the break room, you're like, you were in the same building? I had no idea, it sounded like we work for the same company. So Mark Henry, if you don't know what he looks like, it's like Rick Ross wearing the Borat Speedo suit. Not inaccurate, I'm telling you. So he walks out, and the guy's like, I did not mean the things that I said. What I meant by fat is that you're bulking, you're getting big, you're a big dude. So the guy starts coming down, and they always have the weirdest stuff underneath the stadium. They have like these lawn chairs, they have these rafters and 2x4s. Is this dinner party gonna break out and at the same time you're painting the Sistine Chapel? Why do you need those things under the stage? And it's weird because those things are illegal by WWE standards. You're not supposed to use those chairs. Which again, doesn't make sense why you'd store it underneath the stage. I mean, that's kind of like when somebody, like a neighbor comes over to your house and it's super messy and you decide to throw everything in the coat rack and they have a coat. So it's like, they're gonna see it, it's gonna happen. But what I love is when Mark Henry starts beating on this guy with his metal chair, and the ref is like a cat distracted by a laser pointer. He's like looking in the back, no, I don't see what's going on. I don't know, somebody call my name. No, what I see here is totally legal. Yeah, and the guy is screaming with the mic as he's getting beaten by this chair. I love it, I love it. I ended up going to Home Depot a few days ago. Anybody not ever been to Home Depot? Everybody, right? Everybody's been to Home Depot? So I was at Home Depot, and every time I go in there, I feel like I'm disturbing them in their work. I walk in the other day, and everybody scatters. There's nobody around me. So I'm waiting in the nuts and bolts department for a guy to come by. 30 minutes go by, he shows up. He's carrying these giant boxes. What do you want? What is it? You disturb, it's not like I work here for you, okay? What can I help you with? I'm like, sir, can I have a 1/4-inch bolt? We don't even have that size. Just use a 3/8, it's the same thing. He runs off to the back. And it's the only store on the planet where they can shut half the store just for the hell of it. They have these forklifts coming around, they close it with metal grates, and you hear it in the background, you hear beep, beep, like aisle 30, I need to get there real quick. They're gonna shut it down. You get there and they have the metal grate. Sorry sir, you can't, there's a forklift if you haven't noticed. No, because if you didn't have that grate there, I would have noticed the 40-foot forklift moving stuff around. And why? Has anybody ever been like, there's a bolt right here, but I want that one up there. Bring the forklift, let me get that bolt over there. That's the one I want. Are they building the store, expanding it as they're working there? Is there construction constantly going on? Can't stand it, I can't. They always get angry at you, like I asked the guy to cut plywood, a certain size. He doesn't even talk to me, he puts the plywood on, he cuts it in half, here you go. That's not the size I wanted. Then you rent some equipment, okay? That's not my problem. It's not my problem. And I have a problem with people. I have a problem with people in the bathrooms. When men go into a bathroom, there's a certain law and principle that you follow. When you walk in, you stop the conversation you had, and then you continue it when you leave. Okay? You walk in, you be like, yeah, I have a question about, you done? Go do your business, and you leave. What Stacy thinks about you, and then you're done, okay? There are some men that break this rule. Some of them will continue talking with you as you're taking care of business. So they'll be standing, staring at you as they're conducting their business, continuing the conversation. Now the problem with that is, men, if you make eye contact, you're gay. You know, that's just automatically you turn to the other side. That's how it works. So you don't know if you should like stare at them or condone that they exist. And I'm a germaphobe, so I like it when people wash their hands, as normal people should. But I don't get why people who don't wash their hands find the need to adjust things on their face before they leave the bathroom. I was in the restroom the other day, I'm leaving, and the guy, he comes from the urinal, doesn't wash his hands, and he adjusts his eyebrows. Does he ever adjust his eyebrows any other part of the day? No, only after he doesn't wash his hands. He's adjusting his hair, and his facial hair, his beard, his eyebrows, and then he finishes it off with putting his hand on my shoulder. That shirt is now going to be used as firewood. I don't need it. Clorox bleach, that won't take care of the problem. It's gone. It's over with. And I don't like douchebags. I have a problem with them. Particularly the dictionary. I don't like the dictionary. I think it's a douche. It's an ass. I was looking up this word in the dictionary. I was looking up the word exuberantly. Just want to double check if I knew exactly what that meant. Okay, exuberantly. Look up in the dictionary, definition. To be exuberant. Quotate, I could just see in parentheses, you're a dumbass, I caught you, ha ha, close parentheses. It doesn't even give you a page number so you can refer it. Can you use the dictionary? Figure it out. It's alphabetical order. Do you know what that means? To be exuberant. I don't like it. I don't like douches I meet at the gym either. I was at the gym today, there was a guy there, he had long hair, and we started talking about it, and he's like, well, I need to cut it. I'm like, oh yeah, I need to cut my hair too. So his answer, yeah, I know, you look shaggy, you look like crap. I actually don't think I need to cut my hair, I was just doing it to promote you. Now I'm in the weight room and there's a guy there, he's lifting weights, I'm like, oh yeah, it's been a while since I've been back. That's what he's telling me, he's like, it's been a while. So I agree with him, like, yeah, it's taken me a few weeks too. He's like, I know, I could tell, you're pudging out. I'm like, what? No, I am not pudging, I was here 2 days ago, okay? I was just trying to be on your side, ass. And I think I'm in a relationship with my phone. I am. Not because I'm in love with it in any side, I can't get rid of it. No, it's because it treats me like a girlfriend would treat a boyfriend. I'm like trying to send a text. Not in the mood. No, it's not happening. Why is it everything you want to do, huh? Why? Why? I'm trying to open up Facebook. It's taking 30 seconds. It's a white screen. It's like, why do we always got to be on Facebook? Why can't we just interact together? What's your problem, huh? My brother picks up the phone, it works perfectly fine. Are you interested in him? Is that what's going on? You cheating on me? Stupid Samson. Should have got an apple. And I'll finish off with a story about Armenians, because it's always fun to laugh at them. As you know, I'm Armenian, and we do things a little bit differently. We take things to the extreme. So, most parents, when their kids are growing up, they'll do the whole kind of a train thing or the airplane thing to get their kids to eat, right? It's just generally how it works. Armenians take a little bit of a different approach, more extreme. This is a true story. My aunt, to try to get my cousin to eat, this is what she would do. My cousin's like 3 years old. So my aunt would do, it's like a James Bond action movie. She would take a match and light it. Hold it in her fingers. Now a match is about 1.5 inches. It takes about 15 seconds to burn through. She would hold it in her fingers in front of her daughter's face to show that if you don't eat this oatmeal, you are burning your mother. You are burning her. Do you really want to go through? And she would hold it. Sometimes she would lose her fingerprints. It's not a big deal as long as the daughter ate. And guess what? My cousin grew up to be a pretty strong person, okay? I'm just saying there's a correlation to it. I'm wondering what the next step would be though. Like let's say they're not doing homework. Douse themselves in gasoline, throw a rope, light it on fire. All right, you got 30 seconds. What are you going to do? Do you love your mother? Come on. Thanks, that's my time. You guys have been awesome. Let's go ahead. I want to know more.